Oh my God. Oh, that's right. I had to stick that in there. It's been a little bit. Oh, that sounded naughty. Anyway, how are all you beautiful, delicious crypto babies doing on this glorious Saturday afternoon? The sun is out. Oh my God, I'm feeling phantasmic. Anyway, this is a special informative video. I'm still going to have the jokes, don't worry. A special informative video for Porky McButtery Pants, or Butters dripping down his pants. I don't know what his name is, but he says he wants a real video about Bitcoin with information. Okay, I'm going to break it down for you, babies. I'm going to break it down. Bitcoin and the crypto markets, yes, I'm kind of new to it, but you know what? There's this thing called Google, and I read a shit ton. So anyway, since exiting the regular yucky, disgusting stock market, I've dove headfirst into the crypto markets, and this is what I have found. Now, I am not a newbie, people. I'm not a newbie. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get into this, I just want to say, check out my beautiful Playboy shirt. Oh my God. Courtesy of Relentless. She's so good to me. She got that for me the last time we shall I say, got together. Anyway, so here it goes. Here it goes. In a nutshell, first of all, I am not new to this world, okay? I bought Bitcoin in late 12 or early 13, something like that, when it was about 550. That's right, only $550. I held it for about 9 years. I sold it earlier this year when Elon had to open his big fat mouth and cut the price in half. But now it's flying again and it's above 65. Oh my God. Actually, it's in a channel right now between 64 and 66, I suppose. But it did just hit a little over 68 a couple days ago. Oh my God. You know, Bitcoin is just never, ever going to stop. Sometimes I wish I never sold it. Oh my God, I'm so angry about that. Anyway, this is an informative video about Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole. I will try to keep it brief. I'll try to stack in a lot of info, some stats, some basic stuff, and that'll be that. And then I'm running to the park to be in the sun. Okay, so here it goes. First of all, Bitcoin. If you were like me and you invested it at least several years ago, you've gotten tens of thousands of percent on your return. You know, I did very well, even though I sold it when it got chopped in half. Oh my God. Oh my God, I probably made like 200,000% or something crazy, okay? Puts the stock market to shame. That's why I'm not going to do it anymore, babies. Anyway, so Bitcoin is flying, and you know, you got to have a lot of patience. It seems like a big, slow, lumbering, like Snuffleupagus, you know? It seems like it just lumbers along and goes, "Hi, Big Bird. Hi, how are you doing? Do you have any more drugs?" Oh, sorry. Okay, that's a different Sesame Street. Anyway, I know it's lumbering along like a big monstrous elephant, but you know what? It's still moving, babies. At the beginning of this year, it was only 16,000. It's still 4x'd. Actually, it did a little bit more than 4x. What other stock investment can you do that'll 4x in a year? I mean, some stocks do, but come on, people, come on. We now have a maturing crypto market, okay? I think Bitcoin is a great investment. It's a great investment. This is what I advise to Porky, okay, Mr. Porky? I think you should do three things. I think you should invest a third in Bit or Ethereum, either or. They're both flying, they're both going up. They're just slower now because they've matured. You're still going to probably get at least three times your money in a year on either one of those two. Ethereum is moving faster because it's cheaper and it is still the most popular network right now, even more than Bitcoin. Although some people would argue with me about that. Anyway, so, as you move down the list and you go into the top 10, they are all stable except Doge and except Sheeb. The only reason Sheeb is in there, I know, people, don't get mad at me. I pumped it in the beginning until they pulled that circulation move. I don't trust them anymore. I'm sorry. But they are still up in there. They're still holding stable at about 5, 5.1, 5.2. But I will say, and this is for Olga, I hope it pumps, baby. I hope it goes sky high. Although me personally, I'm out of the Sheeb. Now, if you move up the list, the top 10, the top 9, whatever, you've got Doge and you've got the rest going up to number 1, the mighty Bitcoin. They're all pretty stable. I'm not sure I would invest in Doge. I'm staying away from that one as well. It doesn't seem to have utility. I know Elon loves it, but I think he's just doing it for shits and giggles. You know, he's got the world by the balls, people, by the balls. Anyway, the rest of them are very stable. I do like Polkadot. If you wanted to invest cheaper, that's on you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a trans impersonator. So I just want to say, listen. If you've got 1,000 or 5,000, or even if you got 50,000, I would say do it in thirds. Okay, Porky? And Porky and the rest of you newbies out there, Porky, I would say a third in Bitcoin. I still think you're going to triple, maybe even 5x your money. It is going to slow down though because it's getting more and more expensive. It's going to take a little while to get to 200,000. Could take a couple of years. Could take 5 years. But it will. It will 3 times 4, or 4x. It might not do it in a year anymore. This past year, I noticed it's been hot, hot, hot. I don't understand. If you look at the 5-year chart, and not even for the top 10, if you look at the 5-year chart for the whole crypto market, I don't care which crypto you pick out of the top 100 or the top 200, it seems, if you look at the 5-year chart, everything blasted off at exactly January 1st, 21. It's very strange. It almost seems orchestrated. It seems like all the whales jumped in together. They said, okay, we're going to pump up the whole crypto market right after New Year's. Right after New Year's Eve. Oh my God. Anyway, look at the 5-year chart. It's very obvious we're in phase 2 now of the crypto market. And I think a bunch of big-time crypto whales lit the fuse at the end of December, early January. They lit the fuse, and that allowed for the more older, I don't want to say older in age, but older in crypto investment, like I've been for the past 9 years. You're going to have people that have been in it for at least 3, 4, 5 years. They jumped in first in the early part of this year because they've got their thumb on the pulse of the rhythm and the momo of the whole thing, right? And then after that, you've got more newbies and Johnny-come-latelys and, just like the everyday people. But still, not really the general public has kicked in with crypto yet. It's still not mainstream. It's creeping in slowly. Facebook introducing the metaverse. I'm going to hold reserve judgment on that. Facebook now doing the metaverse. I think it's going to help kick it into phase 3. I'll get into that in a second. But I think we're in the midst of phase 2 right now, where it's not the hardcore crypto people anymore. It's not people like me that just jumped in for the hell of it 10 years ago and said, well, whatever, let's see what happens. We're in phase 2, where you've got the believers that have hung on and they're adding positions or they're telling their friends, family. Those people, the friends and the family types, they're moving into this now. We're not at phase 3 yet. We're not at the phase where grandma's buying Saitama yet. Okay? When grandma is buying like crypto that's like in the 200th and 300th position, that's when you know the whole market is saturated. We're not there yet. We're still far away from that. But the crypto market is growing exponentially. So far away is a relative term. It could be 6 months, it could be another year, it could be 2 years. If I had to guess, I would say in about 1.5 to 2 years, the mainstream public will be buying crypto. And that's why I think it's more important to jump into crypto now and leave the stock market. Jump into crypto with both feet right now, because if you look at the 1-year chart for just about any crypto that's in the top 100, even in the top 200, but look at the top 100 in CoinMarketCap. Look at it from January till now, the 1-year chart. It's incredible. You could have practically thrown a dart at any crypto and it's gone like 100%, 200%, 500%, 1,000%. Look at Solana. Okay, look at Solana. It went from $1.50 in early January to $240. I don't even know what the percent increase is on that. That's almost like a SHIB kind of movement. If you just bought a couple of thousand of Sol in January, you're a half a millionaire. It's incredible. So I think it's really important for everybody to just, me personally, this is just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you jump ship on the stock market, and if you jumped in January, you're probably almost a millionaire now, even with like a five or $10,000 investment. Now, if you jump in now, because we're approaching the next new year, you're going to have a little jump on the gun. I think this is a golden opportunity. Right now, at the end of next December, right now is going to look like a tiny flat line. That's why I'm in heavy with all these cheapies. I'm in heavy with Crow. I'm in heavy with LRC. I'm in heavy with XYO. It's only 6 cents. Oh my God. Imagine getting into something that's 6 cents. Okay? I'm kind of hard and heavy with XYO. I've got almost 100,000 of those. Imagine jumping in XYO at 6 cents or anything at 6 cents, and it's like 10 or 20 or $30 next December. You're a multi-zillionaire. Okay, this is why I'm hot and heavy for crypto. I'm also hot and heavy for it for the three main reasons I always like to repeat. The shorts can't touch it. Yes, they can mess around through derivatives and ETFs, but not really. There's not many tools yet. So hedge funds, they cannot short cryptos. Okay, nobody can short cryptos. You can't do synthetic shorts in the crypto market, and the SEC can't jump in there and it can't halt stuff. Oh my God, we got a halt after a 15% increase because it just went up too quick, and we're trying to protect you investors. Fuck that noise. Jump over to the crypto. Nothing's halted. No short selling. No synthetic shorts. No AMC BS. Oh my God. No BS from Kenny and Citadel and all those nasty, nasty people. Anyway, if you jump into pretty much any crypto, you throw a dart at anything right now, it's probably going to 10 or 20x by next December or even more. I know, it's incredible to say those things because if you jump in with a regular stock, you'll be lucky if it double X's in a year. You'll be lucky if you get 10, 15% off of a regular stock. Just for a comparison, compare. Let me talk English. Comparative analysis between stocks and crypto. There is no comparison. That's why I say to Relentless, don't worry about LRC. It's all good, babies. It's all good, and thank you for the beautiful gift, by the way. I am I'm a playgirl, I'm a playboy. I don't know what I am. But anyway, Porky, it's all good, baby. You put a third on Bitcoin or one of the slower ones in the top 9 or top 8. I would stay away from Doge. I don't trust it. Sheeb, what can I say? I did pump it in the beginning. I'm guilty of that, but I jumped out immediately. I was like, fuck it, it's done. I didn't like the circulation thing. I jumped out immediately. I'm not fucking around with that kind of gossip and that kind of rumor. That's the kind of, whether there was a real circulation or issue or not, the Sheeb team destroyed their own coin because they didn't come out right away and they did not communicate. And the lead developer, I don't know, kind of shady. I don't like the drama that happened between them and the exchange, or not the exchanges, but the measuring indexes, the measuring websites like CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. The lead developer and the team, they did not come out on top of that. They didn't jump ahead of it. They didn't tell the public what was happening right away. And with that, I was like, fuck that shit, and I was out. But I would focus on Polkadot and above. You've got several choices there. Put a third on that, and then I would say put a third on more riskier plays. I was in Crow for a little while, but I did jump ship to LRC. That's what I consider a mid-risky play. I love LRC. I love that, you never know. They might be the ETH killer, It's a medium risk play. I still think at the worst, it's probably going to go up 5 times over the course of next year. But I think it's going to do a 10. I think it's going to do a 10 bagger with LRC. But that's just my personal preference. I'm not saying jump on LRC. I'm just saying check out, do your research. Everything from the top 10 to, I would say, the top 50. Put a third on one of those. Do a lot of research. Look at the charts. Which one has the most momentum? Which one is the strongest chart? Look at the top 50. Put a third on those. And then, maybe put a third or less. Maybe you want to put like a fifth on some crazy play like Saitama. Like Saitama's like 240. It is moving up. It's a great looking chart. I stay away from those like 10-0 plays because Well, first of all, I can't even get in Binance and I can't even set up with Uniswap and all those other ones. I always have issues. So I'm just staying with Coinbase. The other trick you can do is look for coins that just listed with Coinbase, look for coins that just listed with Webull. You're going to get a really good pump off of that. That's why I was initially interested in XYO, but after doing a little more digging, it's a pretty decent coin. I think it's got a great future with the L2. It's also doing the L2 thing like LRC, you know. Do your research. The crypto markets are still relatively two. We're only in phase two. So you pick something from, say, the top eight. I would ignore Doge, and Sheeb. I don't know. I know, Olga, you're still in it. I still love you, baby. But, yeah, I don't know. Even Relentless, she's got some Sheeb going, you got to do what you want to do. I jumped out immediately. I was like, fuck that with Sheeb. I say anything from Polkadot and above, safe bet, safe investment. Sol was a tiny bit sketchy after I did get into it. They kind of pulled a Sheeb move. They hid some coins in a wallet. I don't like that. I don't like that. And you never know which one of these cryptos are doing these things. I just hope that whatever you invest in, that does not happen to you. I'm out of Sol now. If anybody wants to know my portfolio personally, I've been reading and researching up and down for weeks. I know that sounds laughable to some of you hardcore crypto people, but ever since I jumped ship on the stock market, I don't mess around. I've been hardcore researching up and down every day, the top 50, I would say even the top 100, and the ones that I like personally. Okay, I love LRC. Oh my God, she's like my she lover that I will never leave. I'm staying with LRC for at least a couple years. I think it's gonna pull a 20 bagger, And I have so much in there. Oh my God, even if it goes to 30, I am set. Anyway, LRC is what I love. I love AVAC. It's number 12 or 13, Avalanche. I love DOT, which is like number 6 now. I really love Ethereum still. That's my favorite one out of the top 10. I love Dash. I love Litecoin. I'm not in them, but I really like them. I love Crow. I'm still rocking some Crow, but I'm heavier on LRC. God, I talk endlessly about LRC. I'm heavy with XYO, which is like 120. It's about to break. It's gonna break inside of the top 100 pretty soon. That's my radical extreme risk play. Okay, so I've got my thing in kind of thirds too as well. Except my third is a little bit different. I feel like LRC will move in the top 10 over the course of the year. So I've got the majority in LRC. I've got some in Crow. That's my medium risk play, which I feel really good about. And then I've got a third in XYO. So I'm kind of playing it in thirds across the whole top 150, I guess you could say. And that is what I recommend for all you newbies out there that are new to all this. Pick something from Polkadot up, going to number one Bitcoin spot. Pick something from, I'd say, from Avalanche all the way to like top 40, top 50. Pick something in there, medium risk, split it up in thirds or less if you don't want to risk that much. You want to put more in the top half and from Polkadot to number one position. And then put a little less risk on some cheap coin like Saitama or something crazy like Shiba Doge or Doge Baby or Deja Dabiba. There's so many weird ones with they got like 8 zeros, 10 zeros after them. Go crazy, babies. Sign up for Binance, sign up for Uniswap, and do one of those, really hardcore long plays. Maybe put less than a third, Let's say you got $2,000. Put only $100 on one of those high risky plays, and then with the rest, maybe you could divide it up, and you put more in the medium risk category, which is the top 50 to the top 12 position. I really like IVAC. I really like Kadena a lot. I'm not in it because I could never get my account to work on Binance. Those motherfuckers. Kadena's great. It's been going up consistently. I've been watching it since $15. I wish I could get in it. It sucks. Now it's fluctuating between like 23, 26. It's definitely got a great future. Those are my picks. If I could get in them, it'd be Cadena. It would be what's the other one I love? I can't remember right now. But IVAC is sold on Coinbase. I love it. Avalanche. So to summarize all of this, phase one is over. We're in phase two of the Bitcoin/crypto world. We're at the very, very beginning of this whole metaverse thing, which I consider like the second half of phase two. So I think Mark Robot is really going to bring the metaverse into fruition. He's got enough money. There's enough major investors. I do like Mana now. At first, I thought it was kind of shady. I was checking it out, $1.50. I do have some in Mana, but it's just a little bit relentless. Don't go crazy if you go in Mana, please. So I forgot to tell you guys that. So as of yesterday, my new portfolio, heavy with LRC, light heavy with XYO, light with CRO, and light with Mana. I really think Mana could go nuts. I think it could like 100 bagger because it's a main candidate now for being included with the metaverse, which is a brand new thing as of, a couple weeks ago. It's hot off the press. So anyway, I say split it in thirds. Jump, you could really throw a dart at anything, but try to get something that really has a future. Do your own research. Look at the charts. Look at charts that look fantastic, that are just going up, up, up. There is a zigzag motion. Nothing goes up, up, up. But look for charts that go up, down with an upward trend. Even if you're not technically into charts, just take a look at the 1-year chart, everybody. Look at the 1-year chart for the top 100 on CoinMarketCap. You'll figure it out. Do your research, and you'll see the winners that you feel comfortable with. And I say by next fall, your jaw is going to drop no matter what you've invested in. I think you're going to have a 5 or a 10xer. It's going to make the stock market look sleepy. And there's so much manipulation and garbage going on with the NYSE and NASDAQ, even with the commodities and the Forex. There's so much garbage going on with all that. Oh my God. You'll be lucky if you break even by the end of next year. The only reason I did well is because I did really excellent on one play back in February. I told you guys about it. Tilray. And that's all I have to say, people. That's all I have to say. I hope this has helped, Porky. I know it's a long video, but what can I say? Relentless, I'm missing you, baby. I can't wait to do some videos with you again. And have a great day, everybody. Toodles!